Hello, Mavericks. This is Imri, and welcome to today's market roundup. It is Wednesday, May 15th. So today, as always, we'll be doing a review of the trading day. We're going to go through any meaningful news of the day, taking a look next at the broader equity markets, and then examining a couple key commodities. We're then going to move on to some technical analysis on the major indices, examine the market internals, and take a look at a sector heat map. And we're going to close things off by taking a look at some potential trade setups and opportunities. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer: this video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
So kicking things off with some broader market analysis. All right, so a very, very positive day for the broader markets today. The Dow, the S&P, and the Qs all up. Small caps up as well, oil up, and gold up too. So the S&P 500 has now followed the NASDAQ to new highs. We've got 5,300 plus in the S&P 500. Amazing. And that's all thanks to today's inflation report, which has showed some slight signs of cooling off. Now, when we take a look at this chart of the S&P 500, you can see we've just broken out strongly to new highs, and we held those highs. So long as we hold, I think that key breakout level of around 50, just below 52.80, the stock market's looking like it's in pretty good shape. We will get a pullback in the reasonably near future, I would imagine, but I don't think it's going to be a devastatingly sharp pullback at that. But we'll just have to wait and see a little bit further. But for now, it looks like we just need a little bit more upside to get a clear +3 rating and to have that 20 and 50 period moving average crossover. And it's a very similar story here in the Qs, holding very strong above 452. And again, we just need a couple more days of bullish price action in order to get that bullish moving average crossover. Taking a look at the sector heat map, a lot of green on here. Apple, NVIDIA, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Eli Lilly, all doing very, very well. So it's not just the tech sector or the comm services sector. We're seeing healthcare do well. Real estate's doing very well. Financials are looking strong as well too. The Tesla, big loser on the day, and Amazon down slightly as well. So taking a look at this outlook, giving the market here like a +2.5, just because we have a positive slope on the 20 period moving average, but not the 50 period one quite yet. Now let's take a look at some potential trade setups. First off, we have Applied Materials Inc. They've got earnings coming up, but I'm really liking the look of this breakout here. It's a very strong breakout. It basically looks like a chart of the S&P 500 in some ways. So I'm really liking this breakout. Let's see if it can hold. Now here is an interesting stock. This is GM. I'm noticing that we might be trading in a wider range here. The upper and lower boundary of the range spans about $4, between $46 and $42 in the stock. So this is a stock that I think could range sideways for some time before we break out higher. And here is a stock that looks pretty awful in my opinion, Nike. We've broken below the supporting trend line. I think we need a little bit more trading before we can confirm whether this breakdown is real or not. I'd like to see the stock consolidate sideways on an intraday time frame, and then if that stock breaks down, let's say in a low base, then that would be my trigger to play the downside. So tomorrow's outlook, volatility doesn't just refer to down moves. Volatility, just refers to the rate of change in an asset, and we're seeing volatility here. Volatility in commodities. We're seeing volatility in crypto, and the good kind of volatility for stock market investors in the stock market. I don't see that changing anytime soon because we've got all these economic reports coming out, and basically they're still showing somewhat of a mixed bag, but the general trend that investors are latching onto right now is effectively that they're seeing signs of the economy slowing down, signs that inflation is tapering, and signs that the Fed is closer to now cutting rates than continuing to hold them. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out, of course. And then as far as earnings reports go, we've got Walmart, Applied Materials, DE, and CPRT. All right, traders, that's it for me. Good trading tomorrow, Mavericks, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Bye for now.